thing you want for me to explain for you to understand. Questioning me, doubling the question, how be it?
Good afternoon, good afternoon. Good afternoon to all of you, our people following the conversation from across the world. It is a very sad day in Liberia. A very, very sad day for the motherland. As our darling boys, the lone side of Liberia, in the midst of all of the mobilization, all of the noise we cause in this country, all of the different mobilization we've had, our boys have failed to bring out the colors. But again, we are of the conviction that it may not have been our time, and so we will accept it the way it is. We're going to accept it the way it is. But going forward, we will need to make some real recommendations, beginning with declaring the goalposts of our country vacant. In my mind, Liberia should start hustling for new goalkeeper. That is what I can say to anybody listening to the radio at about this moment. Yes, I'm on record for that one. But it is a very sad thing. It is a sad thing as a country that we were unable to pull the trade. The president made a commitment of $100,000. The team won yesterday's game. Even with that pronouncement, our boys didn't show much, in terms of the support we've given to them. They didn't do a lot more than we expected. But again, it is the game of football. The place you don't expect it to break, and that is exactly where it's going to break. Mr. Nixon Gallo. Gallo is going to be here as our guest today. Somewhere around 5:15 today, he's going to be here talking more about his organization's initiative. They are involved with too many activities aimed at having the president re-elected. Nixon Gallo is going to be here today with a lot more of his achievement, what triggered his decision to support the re-election bid of the Liberian president. By the way, President George Weah returned to the country on yesterday. He was on the field when William Jebel scored that goal. I saw him take up his fist cap, and he was kind of celebrating. But sadly, our draw bucket was not able to allow that excitement to be a sustainable one. Our draw bucket was unable to allow that celebration to continue. But that is the game of soccer. During the course of the first segment, Liberians across the world, Liberians in Liberia, specifically Liberians who are of the Islamic faith, are celebrating. Did I say that? They are going through the period of fast and prayers in the country as a way of respecting one of the religious instructions of Islam, when they are going to be praying for personal problems and national problems and issues affecting the globe. We're calling on them. We are encouraging them. We are happy that they are taking time out to pray to God Almighty as a way of interceding on behalf of the country to have this place peaceful, stable, and prosperous. Too many things happening across the country. And today, we're going to be looking into some of the messages across the country. On today, we're going to be looking into the voter registration process. At the same time, we will be asking some fundamental questions. There are people who support the president, and there are people who support Bwaka, and there are people who support Cummings. We will ask you, who do you support? We will ask you, who do you support? And you will have the name, some achievement of the person you're supporting. This is not an opinion pool, but the reason we intend to do this is to reach to a certain conclusion. There are achievements that we've been, investigating, specifically for some of those who want to be president of the country. They've been able to say to us their achievement. And so today, one of those achievements will be placed under the spotlight as we intend to have a wonderful, wonderful conversation. So when Alexa and I join on the platform any moment from now, we're going to be opening up the lines just for a minute. You know, when one person called and they say we support George Weah, the name what the support President Weah for, we're not going to take any other supporter from the president. So we'll be waiting for another person who will say the support Cummings. Once that person is done, we're not taking any other Cummings supporter. So we just need, we got 4 presidential aspirants. We're going to be having at least 4 individuals can call and tell us. Yeah, one person call and tell what he's supporting Gongo for. One person call and tell us what he's supporting Cummings for. One person call and tell us why you're supporting Joe Bwaka for. One person call and tell us why you're supporting President George Weah. And so when we are done with all of those conversations, we'll find our own way of doing some of the analysis. It is a rainy day in Monrovia, and of course, we want to ensure that we have you, in a comfortable position where the conversation is going to be lighting up some heat in you right here on 87.9. We take a few bars of the team song then. When we come back, we take a word from our sponsor, Crime Stopper Liberia, and subsequently we'll run into the main issues of the day.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the surge of vigilante-side justice in this country, none of us will be saved. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we are seeing recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Simon.
right, so welcome back to the program, Freedom Hop on 87.9. Alexa, good afternoon, my dear.
Good afternoon, Oliver, and I would like to say good day to all of you out there. However way you're joining us, would like to say welcome to Freedom Hub on 87.9 FM. It is definitely a wet day in Monrovia. As you can see, I'm in some sort of hoodie right now to protect myself, and I had some sort of panic. Why?
What is hoodie? What is hoodie?
I mean, I'm wearing a sweatshirt
Mhm.
with a, this is the hood.
Is that the meaning of hoodie?
Yeah, where you have a cap
Hoodie.
attached to it. So
Mhm.
why are you trying to distract
No,
me?
I'm not distracting you. I'm just asking
Yeah.
what is the meaning of hoodie? In Liberia, we don't know what hoodie is. So
Okay, I'm wearing a sweater,
Mhm.
simply a sweater.
Okay.
So of course it is a wet day and I struggled to get here to work. I'm sure Oliver also struggled, but I don't know
No,
for him
I didn't struggle.
because I usually have panic attack from lightning and thunder. So I mean that was the case while I was on my way to work. But it's good being here. And after a very disappointing day yesterday, well, it's actually amazing being here. And however way you join us, want to say welcome. So you listen to Oliver. We're going to basically talk about different different initiatives or different things some of our presidential aspirants
Mhm.
have
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
undertaken over the period. I guess the other day I said something about whenever we have people who are vying for different leadership positions, we look at your track records and see exactly what you've done and what exactly people can point out to.
Mhm.
So we're just going to have like 4 colors. Maybe we're going to have more than that, but we're going to have 4 colors
No,
because
only four.
yeah, we hope to get straight 4 colors
Because
where we wouldn't have any issues with the line.
we are limiting it
So,
to
yeah.
the four presidential
Yeah,
aspirants,
yeah.
the four
So
runners.
we're going to have four colors,
Mhm.
and of the 4 colors, we're going to have each of the politicians will have one supporter.
Yeah,
So if
one
you
supporter
are supporting the president, you have to tell us what
in 1 minute.
what the president has
So
done.
I supporting
Yeah.
Alexa Nambeo's rule, Alexa Nambeo,
Right. And if you're supporting the former vice president, you also have to tell us what he has done.
Mhm.
If you're
Who-
supporting the broom man,
Jawan
Jawan Gongolo,
Gongolo.
you also tell us what he has done. And if
Yeah.
you're supporting Cummins, Oliver's uncle, you also
No,
tell us
don't
what he has done
don't
and
make this thing-
why you support, because that's the basic. We're looking at the different projects and maybe different initiatives that you've undertaken over the period, and we can actually start from
Yeah,
that
so-
angle. We'll also have a guest for the second segment,
Mhm.
hopefully, and we're going to discuss, some different issues as well. But truth be told, I was a little bit disappointed yesterday, Oliver.
No,
even
I
though
don't want to
no,
talk
I'm
about
going to talk about that
the
because
Lone Star game.
the same energy we use to actually
I'm
mobilize
disappointed.
to actually talk about how we're going to do it. For me, I was actually optimistic, and I still believe in the team though, but there are a couple of things
goalkeeper-
that have to be
Got change that goalkeeper.
There are a couple
Let
of-
him go play
there are a
basketball.
couple of things that have to be done, and we actually hope the coach will listen more to some of the different critiques, and also take some of the different recommendations. People are not saying what they're saying because they hate the team or the coach. No, because people are disappointed. And I mean, you sit from afar and you see exactly what what was going to be done differently, and then people did not listen to that.
Yeah.
So we actually hope next time. Oh, I actually hope we can have a whole moment where we'll take 1 hour to discuss and provide several recommendations with help from people who are a soccer legend and stuff like that.
Yeah, so
But I mean, basically, I was disappointed. Imagine for the first time, I went to watch our national team play live, and God, the pressure was huge. But I mean,
yeah, so
this is it.
so here I'm not talking that national thing. It's something again. Our goalkeeper should retire. He has to retire. That's just the honest truth about
Hasn't
it.
reached a space to retire.
No, he should retire. Forcibly, he should retire. That kind of ball, Alexa. Even me,
Uh-uh. No.
I could save
No,
that ball.
It's okay to criticize Tommy,
I
right?
could grab that
But
ball.
I'm not sure you would have actually
if
saved
if,
that.
if I had a
I'm
chance
not
to
sure.
bet in the goalpost, I
I'm
would
not
have.
sure.
If I the guys wouldn't have scored Liberia yesterday.
I'm not sure.
If I would have been in the pool.
I'm not sure about you, but I guess someone will be a better
I gotta
option.
resume my my footballing skills, especially in the goalpost. I'm a good goalkeeper, but Tommy, I hate you, Tommy. I got nothing personal against you, but please, anywhere you see
No,
Lunsa,
but trust me, right? All of the different things people are saying, it is not personal. Like it is
no,
not.
it is not.
This is like something like we had a very high
Yeah,
expectation
yeah.
yesterday,
So
and you could
Tommy-
see the
to-
moral support
Tommy,
from supporters and fans.
Anywhere you see Lunsa, just say to me, please. I say you won't wear it for Sporto, but please, to say you can stand between our boat. I myself will on the feet
No,
and
but
beg you to move.
But the coach,
Yeah.
the coach believes in him so much,
Forget
and the
I
coach
believe in
said
him.
he was exceptional yesterday.
Forget I believe in
So I
him,
don't know
you
exactly
know.
from which one of the angles like that is coming
Yeah,
from. But we hope to do better next time. Like,
Yeah,
we actually hope to do better
we-
next time, and we hope to win and qualify. Not just better because
we did well.
it has always.
Yeah, we did well. So the rule is very simple. When a supporter of Mr. X is done, when you supporting that person, just leave it. You're not calling again. So let it be clear. When we start to take the first, only 4 callers we're going to take. When the supporter of Cummings here, are supporting Cummings because it's this, maybe, this and that. Supporter of Taiwan said this, so I support him for. At least we'll try to ration the time and make it, equal. 1 minute each, yeah. We will look it up and ensure that it will be fair and honest. So we'll go into the lines right away. When the first Joshua person call, if you support Joshua out there, don't call again because somebody already spoke on behalf of all of you. So in the end, then we'll look at the different achievement people mentioned. Then we'll do the analysis about it. There is one politician who spoke about his achievement on one of the radio shows. I am hoping that that will also be part of what his supporter will say when that supporter is calling. So call us now if you're listening. Remember, when you call in support of President Ware, don't call again. We'll only be waiting for the other callers. And so it is 4:29. By 4:35, Alexa, by 4:35, we are done with this issue. So if the other supporters of the other people in court, it means that their business, right? But we made it clear. So if you support Cummings out there, call and make your name. Maybe Cummings is listening. He could say, "Oh, my begin was able to defend me at that area." So that is exactly where it is. Let's go over to the lines. The numbers are 0776 104 104. 0776 104 104, 086 500 104, and the international number to that is +231 86 500 104 for those of you on WhatsApp. Call us and let us know exactly why you support the candidate you're supporting, the aspirant you're supporting, why you support that person, and one caller per a supporter. That's what we're going to do. So let's take the first person on this line. Let's see who she's going to support, or he is going to support. Hello, what's your name? Where you join us from?
Okay, this is Martin, the female general on the line. Purple defender calling from a resident in Cloud. Alexa, how you doing?
Okay.
I stayed with the Boston yesterday.
To the issue.
Yes. Okay, to the issue, I support John. We have for many reasons. I will not leave on because of the time.
Yeah, so you got 1 minute to do that. You've gone 22 seconds.
Okay. The first thing, my children watch see, I got 5 girl children that graduated from school, watch see will pay by President Weah. The second, I don't community road that connected to Flower Town. They will pay to the see offset the in Flower Town. And the four years, I've been advocating for 2 hours. The Flower Town fee today is in progress. So for that reason, all the road there, our road going to start east, they are very safe. At this before next year, I think we'll get quota between to the other counties. So for that reason, we are 100% supporting. Thank you for having me.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's go and see if we can. So President Weah is out. We're waiting so Mansisi already called on behalf of the President Weah's people. If you're calling, you either call for Cummings, Bwaka, or Taiwan Gonglo. If you're calling for President Weah, we'll kick you off the line. Let's see this person. Go ahead. What's your name? Hello?
Yeah, hello there.
What's your name? Where you join us from? Quickly.
I'm coming from Fish Market.
Fish Market.
Yeah, I support Kumi.
Cummings. Tell us why you support Cummings.
I support Kumi because he brings some good into us. The good thing he brings us is a gay right.
He bring gay right.
Yes.
When you say he bring gay right, what do you mean?
A man who can love to a man.
So that is a good thing that you support?
Oh, yes.
Well, okay. Thanks for calling.
So you support Cummings presidency because in your mind he's going to bring gay right. I mean,
Yeah.
no, I mean, but did Cummings say he's bringing gay right? You know, before you were.
Now, next time, you cannot go on with it.
No, there's an invalid contribution. Yeah, I don't think there's a support to Mr. Cummings. Let's take this person.
Why are you judging from that?
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, good evening, okay.
Good evening, my brother.
This is Emmanuel P. Daniel calling from Ghana Visual Market Hill Community.
Who do you support?
President George
No,
Manuel.
No,
my
no,
man.
no,
You
no,
see,
no, no, no,
you
no.
just made a whole thing
No,
for-
no.
I said, what? Once one person call for President Ware, it means the rest of you should not call. If one person call for Joe Walker, the rest of you should not call. We cancel the man from Cummings because I'm not too sure. I don't want to. I don't think Cummings ever said that. You know, perhaps he's only doing his own analysis, and we consider that invalid. Let's take this person. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Haji Chifikari. I do join you from Flowertown District number 40, Mosquito County.
Go ahead, sir.
I'm supporting Councillor Tianwase Gunglo for
Okay.
president.
Why do you support Councillor Gonglo?
I support Councillor Gunglo because he has sacrificed a long period of time in this country as a poor lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
And besides that, he is a man, he is in 4 years into, he is a man who had a vast experience to control this country. Based on his platform that he then presented to us, come 2023 presidential election October 10th. So based on that platform, we think that we can make Honorable Adenike Councillor Tianwase Gunglo as president of this country, and we'll see Liberia is moving the better way, and we'll see some way that people will not influence our constitutional right in this country because he has been explaining the law to us.
Okay.
He has been defending us too at the time he was serving as a lawyer.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. So we are done with President Ware.
And
Councillor
So are we
Tiawo
still
Gonglo.
taking another caller from
So-
ANC?
So we are awaiting a supporter from Joe Bwaka and the Alternative National Congress. Let's take this person. Hello, go ahead. 1 minute.
Yeah,
Hello, 1 minute.
my name is Janeta Ara, the pastor Rabo for Guada community.
Basil Rapper.
Yeah, thank you for your presentation in studio this afternoon.
So who do you support now?
I go for Jovia.
No,
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ.
Oh God.
Yeah, my man. That's not opinion pool.
Oh God.
There's not an opinion pool. Yeah, let's take this person. Hello, 1 minute. Go ahead.
Hey, my name is Harris here, Flumen, calling from Electoral District number 8.
Go ahead, Harris.
I support Ambassador Joseph Newman Boakai.
Okay. Why do you support Ambassador Bwaka?
No, I ran on Boakai scholarship and I went to vocational school, and today I'm making money on my own.
Okay.
Okay.
Besides
So-
that, what else?
Nephew Boakai is a kind leader.
So in terms of other achievements, somebody will say, "Oh, Alexa not pay her. She not do the one. The time she was working to the play that the job she not do." So Ambassador Bwaka was vice president. You want name some of the thing where you not do. You know, you still got time. That why we're trying to afford you the time. Because are you talking for all the Bwaka people? That why I'm giving you the time.
Yeah, Boakai, the first good thing I can always see everywhere is that Boakai helped me around on his scholarship.
So beside the
And I went
scholarship, Bwaka was vice president before. Like, you were vice president. Maybe you not pay the place. You not pay the other place. If on your work, what you're doing, you not pay the one. You not do the one, do that one. That's one thing we're looking for. Like Mansi says, she's supporting President Weah because in carrying role, you know, from Ganta to Saclipia and doing it to Lofa, in being, you know, free tuition. So you want name something to do what Joe Bwaka not do? Because it won't be fair on the team, my brother.
Actually, I don't know.
Okay, all right, okay. So the Joe,
So we stick to your
Yeah,
personal.
so we are
benefit
only
from here.
left with a common supporter. So you see, the Joe Bwaka man said, besides going to school free on Joe Bwaka stuff, again the opportunity, Alexa, we did. We provided him the opportunity to list some things that you know Ambassador Bwaka was able to achieve as a vice president. And the man said only the scholarship. So I mean, we can be held liable for that, right? So if you are a common supporter, then we will take you. If not, we'll kick you off the line. This person, hello.
Yes, hello.
What's your name? Where you join us from? You should be a supporter of Cummings.
I'm a supporter of Boakai.
We only needed one
we
person.
only needed one person, and the person got on the line. That's the standard we are setting. Let's leave. We only have a space for a Cummins supporter, and we've got between now to 8 to 4:38. If you're a supporter of Cummins, that's when we want you to call. This person, hello,
Yeah, hello.
what's your name?
Jimmy too.
You should be a supporter of Mr. Cummins. Go ahead.
Yeah, the fully coming because he built the road leading of people to happen.
Cummins build road from people. Hello.
Yeah, in Pilgrim.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No. We gotta fact check your information.
You said what the
Cummins
Cummins
did not
do.
pave road from people to Harpo. It is the African Development Bank project.
Yeah, he also had two.
No, I think this guy. Okay, Alexa, we no. Does it Cummins pave the road for people to Harpo? Let's take this person. Hello, 1 minute.
Yeah. Good afternoon, sir.
You should be.
Yes, Christopher calling.
You,
Yes, Christopher calling from the CCC.
you should be a Cummins supporter. If not, then the Cummins people can kiss goodbye to the.
Yeah, I'm a coming supporter because I thank thank you for the good thing he brings to our country.
What is that?
Because
Okay.
No.
Well, I guess we have to move past that actually.
Alexa,
No.
I want to hear you first before I go on this conversation. So,
No, wait,
so, so, no, I mean it is.
I don't want to believe that people were actually serious.
This is not funny, right? No, we provided a space each. No, Alexa, this is not funny. Let us not joke about it. We thought to have at least a supporter of one of, and I like the Tewon Gonglo guy. You know, Tewon
Yeah.
Gonglo is from the legal perspective, the poor man lawyer thing.
Yeah.
You know, he said, he defended Tewon,
Right.
100%. The Joe Baka guy came and said,
Yeah,
Baka sent him to
Waka
vocational
paid-
school.
paid his fees
Yeah, to
before.
go to vocational school and whatever the kids, and we gave him the ample time to tell us away from the, vocational school something. Baka now served in government before agriculture minister, LPMC boss, LPMC boss, the vice president for 12 years, and we asked him, "Can you,
Oh my God.
Alexa, can you tell us what are other things that the vice president was able to
He
achieve?" He
said he
said,
doesn't know of
he said
any
nothing, so-
other thing that-
"But Alexa, let's be honest now. You yourself, you are a journalist and you've been following.
No, I hate it when you put me in the spotlight.
Okay, so, it's not about you. It's about
so just stop.
what?
You're just from Maryland recently, right? And someone said something about Cummins.
No, but the road from Plymouth to Harbour was not paved by Cummins. So that is purely a lie. It was a project that was initiated by the African Development Bank. They're the ones paying for that. So to say that is to actually be lying.
I'm able to laugh so loud, but it's so
Okay, so here is it. Now the reason why
we had 3 persons who called for Cummins, right?
uh,
And we couldn't get a tangible.
no, I don't consider them to be Cummins' real supporters. I don't. No, let me honest to the conversation.
No, but it is not on me. I don't know who called, and they said they're Cummins. They're supporting Cummins.
Yeah, because of what he want to bring to the country. What is he bringing to the country?
Oh God.
No, so Cummins ain't got no voter. I mean, except somebody.
No, you'll be unfair to say that. We opened the phone lines and we said
No,
we
but-
needed we said we needed supporters from the 4 political or presidential aspirants.
And that's what we did. That's what we did.
And we had the first person to call for the
Man
president.
Sisi called and
of
defended
course.
the president. Our
And
brother called
after
from
that,
Claratown
yeah.
and supported Joe Baka.
Yeah.
According to him,
Yeah.
he could not
And
mention
then
some
we
of the
had
things.
someone who called firstly for Cummins,
Mhm.
and then you dismissed the person.
Because
No.
No,
You
Alexa,
dismissed the person.
I did that because there is no record to show that Cummins said he want to bring this thing to the
Oh,
country.
And then another person.
I know that on Mamadi Jakete show, Cummins told us that the issue of gay activity is a lifestyle that he struggled with.
No, my thing
and there will be
is.
political answer. I know about that one,
My
but
thing is.
to outrightly say I won't bring gay activity in the country, Cummins is yet to say that to the Liberian
No,
people.
if the mayor is a supporter, I
Uh-huh.
mean, maybe somehow him.
So
him-
on the
he-
basis
he
of
might
that,
have-
on the basis of
he might
that,
have
on
heard.
the basis of his contribution, I am using my
Okay.
I'm using my discretion as a presenter.
So we had two supporters from Cummins who called,
No,
and they went straight to
they-
exactly what you're just missing.
The gate,
Yeah.
I'm not going to take supporter.
And
on
another
that.
person called, and the person
A
talked
supporter-
about
it- no,
the role.
Alexa, here's it. Let me clear.
So-
A supporter of Mr. Cummins will not call on the show to say the man won't bring gate in. No, I mean, a supporter will not do that.
Then tell the people to
That
stop
person
doing
is
it to
either
Cummins
that
now.
person is either a Joe Baka supporter, a Taiwan Gongo supporter, or a President Weah supporter. But a real Cummins supporter will not call here to say Cummins will bring gating in the country. No, I mean, I'm not too sure that's going to happen. But here is the point we're trying to push. I know another guy was trying to call for the Baka thing, but I never wanted to.
Yeah, we don't need it or color.
To have an imbalance in terms of the way we are doing it. But to have somebody call and defending a political leader, mind you, this guy said the woman sent him to school.
Yeah, of vocational.
So it
school.
means that he is not an illiterate. This man should be knowledgeable enough of the workings of the vice president. Yeah, they got a man down village ball. The man went to school, right? You understand it? Right? Yeah. So the thing is, to reach to a point in this country where a supporter is unable to list some tangibles or even some policy issues, man, as an achievement of an individual says a lot about where we are as a people. But since so we heard Mr. Gonglo we heard Mr. Weah and we heard Mr. Bwaka's
Cummins.
No, Cummins, nobody called for Cummins, so I'm not gonna dignify those colors. So we're gonna put Mr. Bwaka under the pedestal today. We're gonna place him under the gavel today. The guy called, and unfortunately, Alexa, he was unable to tell us some of the achievements of Mr. Bwaka. So since he's unable to do that, let's hear from Bwaka himself. Let's hear from Mr. Bwaka himself as to what were some of the things he was able to achieve while serving as vice president of the Republic of Liberia. Let's listen. One of the things he was able to achieve is exactly what he's about to say. Listen to it.
The conflict in Lofa between the Muslims and the Christian community there, the Lumbers. I can list, but it was not my role to go and list all of these things. Besides that,
Okay. Are we clear with it? Okay. Let's hold on. Okay.
I handle it. The conflict in Lofa between the Muslims and the Christian community there, the Lumbers. I can list, but it was not. I handle it. The conflict in Lofa between the Muslims and the Christian community there, the Lumbers. I can list. I handle it. The conflict in Lofa between the Muslims and the Christian community there, the Lumbers. I can list. I handle it. The conflict in Lofa between the Muslims and the Christian community there, the Lumbers. I can list. I handle it. The conflict in Lofa between the Muslims and the Christian community there, the Lumbers. I can list, but it was not my role to. I handle it. The conflict in Lofa between the Muslims and the Christian community there, the Lumbers. I handle it. The conflict in Lofa between the Muslims and the Christian community there, the Lumbers.
Okay. So one of the achievements of Ambassador Bwaka, my brother, you will call. I'm trying to help you. When the ambassador appeared on Tima Jirate show a couple of weeks ago, T-Max asked Ambassador Joe Bwaka, what can you point to as some of the things you achieved while serving as vice president of this country? Or in your capacity as a statesman, whether it is from the ministerial angle, from the different governmental positions and everything you've held, what have you been able to achieve that we can place our hands on to say this is what Ambassador Boakar was able to do? Now, in that interview, the Honorable Vice President, the former Vice President of our country, made it clear that he was the one who handled a misunderstanding amongst our brothers. Our brothers who can go to church and our brothers who can go to the mosques in Lofa. This is what Joe Boakar is saying. I'm not the one saying it, but this is part of the things that he was able to achieve as a politician, especially a sitting vice president. I want you to listen to him say this to T-Max.
I handle it. The conflict in Lofa between the Muslims and the Christian community there, the Islamists. I can.
Okay. So he talked about how he resolved it. Well, you know why? When you are in such a critical position, and after serving in such a peculiar role in the country, the vice presidency, to come to us and say, some group of people have confusion and think maybe because they have some religious alignment, and you say, oh, okay, so I solve it. Then sometimes we got to ask as to why there was such a conflict in the first place. And this is very sensitive. This, in my mind, is not an achievement. You know why? Because the Honorable Vice President, and many of you will be shocked. Many of you will be shocked in this country. The Honorable former Vice President should not be adding a resolution, a conflict resolution, something that, according to him, he was able to handle in Lofa County as an achievement, because he is one of the progenitor of whatever that may have happened amongst our brothers and sisters in Lofa. I don't want to mention their religion, because for a certain vice president, a former sitting vice president, to see this as an achievement after serving, what Tima asked him to see that as an achievement, says a lot about too many things that he was unable to do as the second most powerful person in the country. You heard what he said? The conflict between the Muslims and Christians in Lofa, I handle it. Why was there a conflict in the first place? Now, this reminds me of what Costa said in the past, that Joe Boakar is divisive. I'm not the only person who have that belief. The late Councillor Bronsky also made it clear that Ambassador Boakar is this person who will always do everything possible to preach the politics of division. Are you vice president? You can say, look, we are coexisting in this country. Ramadan, we celebrate with our brothers and sisters. We eat our meat. We do stuff Christmas Day. We receive gifts from our beautiful, Muslim sisters, our handsome Muslim, brothers. We interact on a daily basis. We coexist. We are brothers. We don't even know whether we can go to church or mosques. We don't even know that, because we are Liberians. You see the national team yesterday, Willen Jebo, Mo Sangari, Ansu Keita is the coach. He's the deputy coach. That national team is a combination of Liberians. Nobody know Muslim there. Nobody know Christian there. Nobody know Grower man there. Nobody know Crown man. Nobody know Mandingo man in that place. That is the kind of country we want. For a man who served in the country as a vice president for 12 years to hacking onto a resolution that, according to him, that he was able to trigger in Lofa as an achievement, says a lot about his ability to lead. You know why? Because the very conflict he's trying to reference, in my mind, he is one of the progenitors. After the elections, during the 2017 elections, the old man went to Lofa County went to a church service. In the church service, he's been honored. In the church service, he's been invited to make a statement. How you will not be solving problem among people in the country when you are making divisive statement as a leader? And somebody want me to consider. I thought the man who called in his behalf would have mentioned that as part of the achievement of the Pape. The Pape went to a church in Lofa and spoke Kisi through an interpreter who was doing the English translation. And he was just celebrating how another group of Liberians who are practicing their personal religion were not able to flourish, and giving the credit to another. Now, when a leader is sounding in that kind of manner, it shows that he's divisive. A few days ago, I saw Omen Bwaka do post, oh, Ramadan coming, may people do this, and I said, Papa, stop the hypocrisy, because we got your records. You went to Lofa County, you went to Lofa County and told the people in the church service that, thank you for the church. That because of the church, Islam not spread all over Lofa. Now, when you said that in a church service and you leave after some time, you hear said there is small conflict in the area. Who do you think is responsible for that conflict? Are you? Now you go to Team Marshall, you say some of the things you are able to achieve is to settle conflict. A conflict that you lighted in the first place. That's what we keep saying to people. This blind thing about I support them and you should know why you support people for. You should support people who will unify the country instead of dividing the country. When Costa said I'm going to get that audio. When Costa said the mayor is divisive, a lot of us didn't know until we had this audio in our possession. And I want you guys to listen to what he said. Maybe you don't know. I want you to listen to the old man. Right? Any other man talk about Councilor Gonglo tomorrow or some other time, we'll look into the Gonglo files. You know? We'll look into the Gonglo files. But look at today's a portion of it. The old man was clear in Lofa and saying to people, look, it's because of the church that Islam did not spread all through Lofa County. Now, how can a man who say he's a leader of a country where you got witchcraft, you go people practicing witchcraft, you got people, Christian people, Muslim people, not know whether they get God, a country that is polarized, a country with a lot of people from their diverse, background, then you go as a leader, somebody who won't be president for that kind of country, then you celebrating how, so a good that because of like you telling somebody say that because of Chelsea, Barcelona is not I want to say thank you to Chelsea that because of your Bacana not making money. That's been divisive. A leader should not be that way. I know everybody should have a religion. Some people go to church, some people go to mosques. The relationship between they and God is with they and God. But when you want to be a leader, even when you are a Muslim or you are a Christian, your responsibility is to be a unifier. You should not have a side. Yes, you owe your allegiance to your faith, but when you are making public utterances, your utterances should be unifying. Listen to that kind of shameful thing the Papa said. We got the records to that effect. Listen to the kind of shameful thing the Papa said that day. Listen to it. I want you to listen. Listen to it.
This church was the church was the main cause of Muslim religion not to expand too much here. Not only in Puerto District, not only in Liberia, but the head of this church was extended in Guinea and Sierra Leone. The Guineans, the Sierra Leoneans, they are all aware of the contribution of this church. Church youth regarding this church was the main cause of Muslim religion not to expand too much here.
So you see, so the old man spoke through an interpreter, and there's the video. Those are you watching.
We are grateful to all of you.
So those are you watching. You can see the video. So to go to Tima's show and say part of your achievement was to solve problem that existed between or amongst people in the county from their different religions, in my mind, that was hypocritical. You can say that as part of your achievement. We're in the church service, and those of you who want a video, Uganda will send a video to you. Jack Imbasa will send you the video so you watch it yourself. A leader should not be divisive. Yeah, a leader should not be divisive. We'll take the guess. A leader should not be divisive. You went to Lofa County in that church service, and a Liberian journalist, Frank Lobo, was the one. Alexa, Frank Lobo. You remember Frank Lobo? Frank Lobo went live on Facebook. This video is on Frank Lobo page. Any of you who are friends with Frank Lobo, go to Frank Lobo page. You will see the video.
Hope it is not deleted.
When it is deleted, we have the copy.
Yeah.
We have the copy of it. Frank Lobo was in church that day when the woman made such a statement that it was this church, because of this church, Islam not spread through all the part of Lofa County. Then you come back on Tima Jada show and say there were conflict between Muslim and Christian in Lofa County, and you helped to resolve it. You helped to resolve it because you were the one who created it. But it's the good thing is that our people have graduated from all of those backward, beliefs. We are united as a country. Anybody who want to be president of Liberia should see Liberians as being equal. Not to go and say, because of them, that statement is anti-democratic. It's not even supposed to be coming from a person who aspires to be the head of the country. No wonder Rescue 2 said the mayor is divisive. Rescue 2, Costa, man can talk. He said the mayor is divisive. And many of us have reservations. You want the video? In fact, we'll post the video on Freedom Heaven Facebook page. You'll watch it. You'll watch the entire video. That is the kind of man who is aspiring to become president now. Our issue is we got to be careful as to who we go to elect in public office. We got to be careful. We got to be careful. We may have our personal sides. Yes, all of us got tribe. Agreeable man, you Crown man, you Mandingo, all of us got tribes. When you become the president of the country, you become the president of the country, and you are not president for Grebo people. You are not president for Bassa people. When you are a Crown man and you are the captain of the Lone Star or you are the coach of the Lone Star, you don't post VAR people on the Lone Star because you VAR man. You are the president of Liberia. You are the captain of Liberia. You are not the captain of a particular tribal people. Likewise, when you are, from the Ahmadiyya mosque or you from the St. Joseph Catholic Church, when you are a national leader, you are no longer belonging to your personal attachment. You are now a figure for the country. Your public utterances should be, unifying. It should be more of unity than divisiveness. When you look at what the prophet said, it was so divisive. Now you sit on Tim Majada show and put that into a list of your achievement as a formal statement. And somebody is telling me we won't vote for Joe Barker because no, a leader should not be divisive. No. Somebody who will be the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Liberia. The president is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Liberia. Somebody who aspires to be the head of the country should not be a person who got record of making divisive comments. He said that in church. Frank Lobo was the one who went live on Facebook with this video. Sadly, the media team of JMB, they did not even look at it. Like when God is exposing you, you can't even know what's up. So they left the video there and we got it. So we screenshot it, we screen recorded it, we save it, we got it on plenty of documents. Oh, you want it, we'll give it to you. You send me in banana, I'll send you that video. You send me hi, I'll send you the video right now. Now that itself should not be. Our country is beautiful the way it is. We are happily living together because we respect ourselves. We are exhibiting tolerance. The whole country was celebrating, Liberia was celebrating election in South Africa. Who scored for us? Mo Sangari. Mohammed Sangari scored for us. Oh, yes. The man was fasting. We're in the month of Ramadan. He was fasting when he scored for us. Did we care to know whether he's a Grebo man, Mandingo, Christian, Muslim, or whatever? No. All we saw was Mo Sangari, the Liberian midfielder. On yesterday, when we were going down by a goal. What did we see? We saw William Jabo score for us. No, we didn't care to know whether Jabo is a Muslim, Christian, or whatever the case. He's a Liberian. A leader should see themselves that way for the women to have gone to that level. A few days ago, I saw one Facebook post and say, "Oh, we want to thank our people for this." That's hypocrisy. That's hypocrisy. You didn't like you. I mean, you didn't like them. Oh, you're doing it for the votes. Oh, because election thing now, so you act like you are. I mean, you are tolerant. You're exhibiting tolerance. No. The records are clear. You have a clear record of making segregated statement against a group of Liberians. The Constitution says there shall be no religion state. We are secular people by our Constitution. Yes, we personally have our faith. We believe in our God. We believe in where we can go to worship. We are tribal people. We are traditional people. Some are all practicing witchcraft. We are who we are because we are Liberians. To have a leader being so segregated against a group of people is a dangerous precedent. Such an individual, in my mind, should not be president of the country. Should not. No. Such an individual should not, it's not worthy of being the president of the country. You know why people, like America, people got electoral college? These are some of the analysis they can make. Because you don't want to put somebody in a position where the president will make an utterance that could degenerate. So the pape, that part of the achievement there. So the guy who called from Clarendon, if you didn't know, that the pape one of the achievement that Tim Majade hosted him when he said it. But I'm saying to you, if you support an individual, let it be on the basis of what the person was able to do. The guy said, "You used to be poor man lawyer. When you get money, you can plead your case and other things, which is good. Election, which is good on his part. Some people say when your case is between rich company, so that you can bypass you, they may go do deal with the company. Whether that's true or not true, we gotta investigate that one. But at least the guy has something to say. When you support people, support them and know exactly what they know what their principles are. Know the kind of things they believe. Know their views on critical issues. And that's why you see the communist people who call, who come and go take calls on the issue. That's why you see the communist people who call. I didn't take them because I know they were talking Fidija. Sorry to say. But they were not his supporters. The reason why they were calling to say the things they said is because he made an opinion. Like Ome Bwaka, the thing he said in the church that day. The one that come and said in Mamadi Jakete's studio, that's how it is affecting him today. It is that statement that was made in the studio at Prime FM that made the callers to call and say that they think Komi won't bring in the country because of what he said. Now, your utterances as a public official, as a leader, should be guided. Should be guided. Because when you are a leader, you are a twin mother or twin father. You don't take sides. No, you don't do it. You don't take sides. You don't. But to reach to the level, where you can't make condescending statement against one group of people, then you celebrate. It is because of the other one that's spread. I mean, must you do that? And somebody said about got wisdom. Yeah. What is wisdom in that? What is wisdom in looking at another group of your children and say, "Oh, I'm happy that because of Lesser and Austin, because we are not going to China." Come on. When all of these children are supposed to be your children living in Freedom FM building, and you come and say, because of Kain, Elessa not go to Germany. Because of Elessa, I'm very happy that because of Elessa, Kain not go to Germany. That is divisive. A leader should not sound like that. That is what the woman did in Lofa. 18 line go on why the Papa Friend Lobo page. Go on a page. You'll see it. The video is there. If you want it, we'll send it to you. A leader should not be divisive. Going towards 2023, we will ensure that whoever becomes president of Liberia should not have any sense of divisiveness. Should not. Because the worst thing we want to have in this country is a divisive leader. A leader who will not unite the country. That's the worst thing we can ever have. To have a leader who has a track record of issuing divisive statements, such a person should not be encouraged. You know why? You know what? The Americans, they are very careful who become the president because they are set. I mean, guidelines and protocols. They don't just allow anybody meddle around it. You got whole country. We got plenty of people in the country. Some people are Buddhists, Islam, Christianity. And I always say people are traditional people. They got people who believe in witchcraft activity that their whole life.
And that's part of us. So
Yeah.
we can't escape from that.
Whatever the case is, all of these people make up the conglomeration of the Liberian spectrum. So a leader who want to be head of the country should not make segregated statements against them. When you do that, then you are not a leader. But the message is part of his achievement, Alexa. So that's all we can do. We got our guests. Let's hear you on it. Then we go take calls. We got our guests. So my brother who called, who could not list some of the achievement, that one of the achievement we just from analyzing.
Well, I think we've played this video before.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a long time ago. So we had a lot to talk about this because at that time there were a lot of speculations that, we have a president who is a dictator and he doesn't really, accept everyone because, there was some sort of speculation about the president, being against Muslims and all of that. And at that time we, shortlisted the names of a lot of Muslims who are officials of this government. So to go forward, I think one of the most important things people look for in a leader, Oliver, is a person who is a unifier, a person who is not a divisive, a person who definitely do whatever it takes to bring people together. Like reconciliation is the number one aspect everyone looks forward to. So I guess a lot of people have said over the period, and they continue to say that the interpretation is like this, is like that. You don't blame us. And that is not on us. I'm not Kissy. Oliver is not Kissy.
No.
We're not there. So that's not on us.
The man said the thing in the church.
The interpretation was made. And he spoke in English, though.
Yeah, the pastor, he spoke in Kissy. The interpreter spoke in English.
Yeah. So they were
Right.
like, so the interpreter definitely told exactly what was said by the former vice
The
president.
puppet was standing right there.
Of course. And no one, if people are saying this is like this is like that, is manipulated, no one checkmated, the interpreter. So how is that our business?
No.
It is not
a
our,
Liberian journalist is on record.
it is,
He went
it is
live.
not our business.
Yeah,
though.
he went live.
So we're just playing to you what has been said over the period, and we're trying to compare this to what exactly has been said today, and trying to reconcile as to whether this person is honest or not, as to whether this person is hypocritical or not. Because whenever we have these different statements, Oliver, we have to look far beyond exactly what that person is saying now. Because you know what? Whenever we have these folks to come to you and they tell you, I'm this, I'm that, you have to know exactly what is the track record. And I like the fact that Oliver did not really focus on projects and did not focus on several different initiatives, though, because we've had moments where
we're talking about building road and
we've talked about all that. So we have a couple of people in this country, like presidential aspirants, who have been there before that. Liberians would get together and say, yeah, this person has been there when it comes to, the moral aspect, when it comes to bringing people together, when it comes to reconciliation, when it comes to, just uniting Liberians as one people. We are a secular nation, and we have people who are traditionalists, like listen to Oliver. That's why we have our Ministry of Internal Affairs, though, because there are some people who practice some sort of traditional practices. Of course, they have that. There are people who are atheists; they don't believe in God or anything. There are people who are Christians. There are people who are Muslims. So we're in a country where we have diverse people.
Different people.
There are different groups of people, and everyone exactly has what they believe in. So if we are moving forward as a country ahead of 2023, and after that, I think we should look forward to someone who
Leaders who will not divide us.
has always, been in the middle, like a mediator, where he doesn't care if you are from this angle or you're from that angle, but we have to look forward to a person who is a unifier, a person who definitely doesn't actually look for a movement to bring division, because that is something that a lot of people do not want. Like, we know exactly what it has caused in our country, Oliver. Back in the day, where you have people saying, hey, you are crime,
Oh yeah, you're this, you're that.
you are gribble, you are this, you are that. At the end of the day, we saw exactly how that actually destroyed our country. We saw exactly how people lost their lives along the way. We saw exactly how people who would have been, some sort of importance to this country today, we know exactly what happened. So we don't want that to be repeated. Like, it starts very, very small. People will say, oh, you're just saying this, or just saying that. These are things that definitely incite violence. These are things that definitely, give people some sort of feeling, though. Because if I'm from another group and then Oliver is from another
Yeah,
group,
then
and
you're
Oliver
celebrating.
is saying this, that,
Yeah.
there will be some sort of resentment.
And-
And at the end of the day, I wouldn't want to see you as just a human being. No, I want to see you as a person who is against me.
Mhm.
And maybe you also want to see me as a person who is against you. So if it goes that far, it means that we have some sort of, resentment for one another. So wouldn't live as a people, wouldn't prioritize, the diversity we have, diversity we enjoy.
A leader should not be that
Like,
way.
So we don't want that, actually. And you listen to, or I guess I've seen a lot of your messages on WhatsApp right now, and
We
Messenger
will send
as
you the
well.
video. We'll
So
send
you're
you
gonna
the
get
video.
the video if possible.
Yeah.
We're going to post on our Facebook page. Yeah, probably you
We'll
can
post it
also,
on Freedom
you can
FM
also
Facebook page.
get it from there.
A leader's comments should not be divisive. Or we're celebrating. We thank God that because of Freedom FM, Prime FM not covering the whole country. That is divisive.
And one thing, I think it would definitely be an achievement if you did not part, inside. So if someone else actually did that and
Yeah.
you came in as a person who wants
solve the problem,
to sort out the
then
issue,
okay.
that is a huge achievement.
But
that
you
are a unifier.
created the problem.
But if you play part
Yeah.
in, bringing all the division and all that, and then you're saying, oh, I don't want to talk about it, but
Yeah.
we did this, we did
Yeah.
that. It means,
Yeah.
I don't know how to say. It just means that, the hurt you actually caused, you are doing what is needed to be done to sort it out.
The people in Lofa, they were all united at that time. They were good. And in fact, they're so good, by the way, right? They're still good. They put that behind them because they know that a single citizen, will not be the one to cause trouble amongst them. But something that you spoil, then you want us to praise you for solving it? And that's how the record is here. You sat down, almost at the prayer of like bro say, we want to be grateful for Freedom FM. That because of Freedom FM, OK FM can cross the bridge. That because of Freedom FM, OK FM not reaching Douala. You are the president of
People
Liberia.
are supposed to be happy about that.
You know how OK FM supporters and their fans and their workers will see the PEO. They'll see the PEO as a divisive institution. You are the mother organization of the media. So to say we want to be grateful for Capital FM, and because of Capital FM, ELBC can just be granny. When you said that, you are divisive. That means you are against ELBC, right? It should not be that way.
People will
That is
sense
what the Omen said.
favoritism. Like, definitely people will sense that.
They're divisive.
And that's the
A
point
leader
where
should
people
not-
start to have several reservations all over. Like, am I supposed to trust this person?
Oh, yeah.
Am I supposed
Yeah.
to respect this
Yeah,
person?
then
because-
Ramadan will come in. He's going to do a post. You saw Joe Baga post about Ramadan. I said, look at the paper bill. That one man not know, and it will just be taking to the paper bills, writing good thing about them. When he's on record, when there are videos to show, making condescending statements. We'll take few calls. We'll got our guests. Baby Bobby bring our guests. We'll take few calls, then we have our guests in studio. The numbers are clear. Call us on 086-500-104. 086-500-104 are the numbers to join the conversation. Yeah, let's go and take the first batch of callers. Let's go and take the first batch of callers right here. I'm coming. Let's take the first batch of calls right here. Oh my God. Okay, let's take this one. Go ahead. Let's hear you. 1 minute.
William,
Go ahead, William.
let me say thanks to you. I was so much for start can you are not upset, you are upset to the supporter. So I want to know your man with you. So that's
No coming supporter who can say that he will bring gate in here.
No problem. Come to the point.
Mm-hmm.
Our people general just said that within 1 minute time. If you are going to get on check, they will elaborate and take everything that the reason that we support the men for. So you know that. How you call a man? How you put it in the race? We can't make it with President Weah because we are tangible waiting the presidency. So, thank you very much.
Thank you. We'll leave you right there. Let's take the other person. Go ahead quickly. We got our guest already.
Okay, let's start.
Good evening, my brother. Let's hear you, sir.
This is Joe Eshnip, the true son of the borough. You can come and know as the president keke driver.
1 minute, 1 minute.
Yeah, one thing I can remember, okay, when you make the matter, say, couple friendship. Almost what I try to pretend. You see it? The only thing when he did that, you want to rub back on the people and pretending like he loved them.
Yeah, he don't want to solve the problem. The problem he created. You created the problem. You went and made that kind of statement. Yeah, you got two children in the hall. You say that because I want to be grateful for the child. Because of the child, the other child not going to good school. Yeah, that's divisive.
You like the child?
Yeah, you like the child. You hate the child, but you're just pretending. Yeah, that's what you're doing. Yeah. Thank you very much. A leader should not be that divisive. This person, go ahead. 1 minute. Hello? Let's take 5 more, then we call it a day. Go ahead. This person, 1 minute.
Good afternoon,
Good evening, Chief. Let's hear you, sir.
Yeah, this is Alvin Kule, and I'm calling from the Johnson Bravo Church. And I live West Point. Yes.
Go ahead.
I just want you to listen to me keenly on this issue. Yes. I'm sitting in the church right now. I'm listening to the show. Yeah. For example, if I acquire director in the midst of my brethren, I'm leading there as a choir director. You see, in the choir, other people have soprano, and other people know they have sharp voice, and other people have a low tone. So, what when practicing time of practice, and I always like to use other people and to tell them that you have a fine voice more than the men. You have a good voice more than the brother. Do you think that I begin
you're dividing the choir? That's what you're doing. You are dividing the choir.
I'm dividing them.
Yeah.
So actually, I don't want to say more to you. I don't want to say that achievement. What the old our grandfather saying that he achieved. I call that one achievement.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, my own son was on the sound radio, and you rap at me as I speak to you. You rejecting. I received that achievement.
Oh yeah.
And you want to call, I don't know.
Thank you. Thank you very much, my brother. We'll leave you right there. Thank you. Let's take this other person. We'll take 3 more after then we call your day. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yes, this is my city again on the land.
1 minute.
Let me say thank you. No people are saying behind the old man. I will really get him here for the men that came to defend Joe Baka. To ask me, think you want to scholarship. Everything he said he get in your country, he couldn't name one for me. I name some. So the old man, you can imagine that man divide people, Christian and Muslim in Lofa.
Yeah.
They see me on record. He kept all writing documents for Charlie Clinton and he showed it to that boss. So say to the man divided. He's not leader. He can't be a leader because he went to the ANC. He joined the fucker without election. He couldn't even maintain the point in 1 more time. He break away the point split. So he's not a leader. I don't want to point looking for behind that man. Nothing can show in the country, but they stay behind because of the talent or what? Or what they love people. I don't know because nothing can show you so they stress to the country. Thank you. Who's a John Walker? Thank you.
Female General, we leave you. We'll take the other person. Go ahead. We'll take 2 more after you.
Well, thank you. Okay, good evening. This is the governor for district number 10, members of
quickly, my man. Let's hear you.
Yeah. You know, like all of your callers, like others have been saying, there's no big difference from the old man. That old man had known for the preaching of the divisive politics.
It's wrong. It's wrong. We are all Liberians.
We are all Liberians.
Yeah.
You know, everyone here should be respected of their diverse background that they come from.
Yeah.
We are all Liberians. And when you say you want to take the mantle of leadership, you need to be.
My brother. If I can go to Benson Street Mugs, you can go to St. Matthew Methodist Church. The other man can go to Hallelujah. The other man at Witchcraft. We are all Liberians.
Definitely. That's why we love our president. We are the main guy that divides spirit in, but the old man here from day one.
How you go to Lofa? You go say that because of Kings FM, Freedom FM, not succeeding. You think that's a good thing?
No way.
Yeah,
no way.
Yeah, it's terrible. We'll leave you right there. We'll leave you. Let's take the second to the last person. We'll leave you right there. We already got our man Gallo in studio. He's here to talk about his initiative. This person, 1 minute.
Hello, whatever, hello.
How you
This
doing?
is Mike. You know, we're calling from St. Paul's Fish, my baby, Elesa.
Quickly, let's
Yeah.
hear you, ma'am.
No, let me tell you. Waka said it, and people told him, "What you said it here for?" It's not good. That's why he went back to do that thing when he did, to say you are backing it, you are facing it. He's something, and the boy that was talking about Waka not saying to school. Just because he on Waka, he understand what he's there for, so he just got to say, and he sent me to school, they said that.
Okay.
Yeah?
Thank you.
That's what he did it for.
Thank you very much.
So he might not lie.
From St. Paul, we'll leave you. We'll take the very last person. We'll take the very last person on this one. Then we go back to that audio for some of you who didn't hear it. We'll go back to the audio while we try to get our guests on the line. This person, you're the second to the last. I mean, you're the last at the moment. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, KOK, Lester.
Quickly, 1 minute, no time.
Thank you for your 4 minute opportunity. My name is Mohammed Assis, resident of District 17, Banjo to be Pacific.
Go ahead, Mohammed.
Ome Joe Bwaka is not a leader. Because you as a leader, you cannot be making statements to divide the people.
Oh, yeah?
You as a leader, you always make statements that will further unite the people and divide them. You get a God went to Lopa in the church, you stay down there, you say that because of that particular church, Muslims are not dominating in the country or in Lopa.
Yeah, he said in Lofa. He said in Lofa.
He said in Lopa.
Yeah.
Then today you started congratulating the same Muslim. That means you have been so hypocritical. That's a hypocritical behavior in Islam. We call it, I don't even want to use it on himself because I don't know Arabic, so I will not name. So that hypocritical behavior there. If you know me, you got two children in the house. You look at your story, saying because of you, your sister is like this. Then what are you trying to do? You're trying to create animosity between the two of them.
And that's not what a leader should do.
No, the leader is not supposed to be there. The leader is supposed to be there. Even if somebody is doing wrong, you call the one that is doing wrong and the one that is doing wrong, so you settle it.
Yeah.
But you cannot be talking so, trying to divide and follow.
Yeah.
So, Omen Joe Bakai, can Ottawa 11, Joe Bakai will retire politically because we will make sure we get him out of the politics because this is a large and he will not win. He will never become president yet. He has served this country for their capacity for 42 years. It's time for him to resign and adjourn Lema Bowie. Lema Bowie said that Omen Joe is supposed to go resign and start eating what he sold. His children be benefiting him, his grandchildren. But he said won't be in politics. But the bigger political disgrace is coming to him also. Thank you all so much.
We leave you, Mohammed Zeze. We'll take this quick break to be right back. Listen to Omen Joe Baka when you're celebrating how because of a single I mean, this is just disgusting. I don't even want to play this. This is how divisive it is. You know, I don't want to play it. I just don't want to do that. You know, to go to a church and say because of our church, you know, Islam did not spread. How you said that? Then you won't be president of the country. Why will you do that? That's segregative. You know the propensity that could cause. I mean, you know the implications. Eh? There's an individual who is aspiring to be the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Liberia with such a divisive, characteristic. And when you say the people say the public got wisdom, in fact, I'm not playing it because it is so divisive. I don't want to support his divisive thing on this radio. If you want it, I send it to you, but I'm not going to play it. That is so divisive. When you want it, I send it to you, but it's good that we play it and the people know that we got it. So we're not going to play on the radio. We will not support Joe Baka. We'll not help Baka to divide our country. We will not do that. We believe in one Liberia. William Jabo is a Christian. He scored for all. We celebrate it. Mo Sangari is a Muslim. He scored for all in South Africa. We celebrate it. That's who we are. You know, irrespective of who you are, once you are a Liberian making wonderful contribution, you are a Liberian. We value you. You know, your leaders should not be the one to be dividing people around the place. There ain't people passing around the city. Papa got wisdom. Papa got wisdom. Got wisdom. Wisdom that dividing people. They ain't come out and say he the one settle problem. We take this break to be right back.
We want peace in Liberia.
Freedom Hub on 87.9. My name is Kai. Princess Alexa Vanjakoli is also here with me, my able deputy and the newest first-time voter of the Republic of Liberia. Yeah, the newest first-time voter.
Yesterday, why Austin and I were on the field, we had some people who recognized me,
Uh-huh.
and guess the first thing they said.
And they were calling you first-time voter.
I was embarrassed, but I'm proud of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. T. Nixon Gallo Jr. Is the head of the Friends of T. Nixon Gallo. For the re-election of President George Weah, we are told this man got too many initiatives, including the provision of materials for cleaning up purposes, to keep certain neighborhoods clean and activated to help keep the community safe and other stuff. So where is he doing all of these things? What are the communities benefiting from these initiatives? Why did he choose to do that? Is he in government? What's inspiring him? Those are all questions we're going to be asking Mr. T. Nixon Gallo Jr. on this segment of the show. So it is our honor to welcome you to Freedom Hub. Good evening.
Well, good evening, Kai, and good evening to Alexis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm grateful to be here. I
Mhm.
always, pray for this day and thank God the opportunity that been given to me.
Okay, so baby boy, we have to switch one of the microphones. Let's
Yeah, we're
let's
getting
test. I'm
some
not.
sort of feedback.
Mhm. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No. So let's try this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That is way
I
better.
think it's okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We good here.
Oh.
Okay. So when did you start all of what you're involved with? But basically, tell us the main reason behind your institution, the Friends of Nixon Gallo. What are your friends and you doing?
Okay, so like we do in our community,
Mhm.
I'm a resident of the New Georgia Estate.
Okay.
Yes, we started this initiative sometime early this year. This group was organized by a few young people who came to us and said it is important that we organize ourselves for a movement that will be, in the vanguard as the foot soldiers for the president.
Mhm.
So I've been a member of the Congress for Democratic Change, by extension, the Coalition for Democratic Change,
Mhm.
since 2005. The strong supporter of the president we are. I accepted the young people proposal, the Friends of T. Nixon Gallo Jr.
Mhm.
for the re-election of president we are.
Okay.
And then we organize ourselves, fund our team, and then we are engaged in a lot of community activities. We first started up this on March 15th, on President Robert's birthday.
Mhm.
We organized our first cleanup exercise where we rallied young people together, and then we're able to give our community a facelift
Okay.
in the New Georgia Estate community. And with a lot of programs that we have on plan, like the issue of academic challenge, the issue of football tournament, the issue of voter awareness registration,
Mhm.
and then other community engagement. This coming first Saturday, there will be a major cleanup exercise that we're going to get involved with. That's going to be done within the New Georgia Estate and that of the main Chippenny Freeway.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we're going to get.
Approximately how many members you have in your institution? Then we'll go to the issue of fundings. How do you get money to do all of the things you do?
Well, currently, according to the statistics that I saw before coming to your studio, we got up to 75 to 80 persons
Mhm.
that have written their names down. And then they have assured us that they're going to come for Saturdays in the April. And then, so that's our strength for now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's our strength for now.
So you operating in the New Georgia area. You're going to be at the Japanese Freeway on Saturday. Do you have operations all across the country, or this is purely a District 13, organization?
Yes, this is about District 13.
Mhm.
And then we have decided, according to what we discussed last night, was to see how best we can go across District 13
Mhm.
to be able to move into other districts to help, other CDC candidates who aspiring to become representative. So we are engaging other community to carry on similar activities. But first of all, we are starting with the New Georgia Estate and the District 13. Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, we'll be focused in District 13.
What kind of cleaning up do you do? You know, when we're coming up, when we want to buy a jersey as a young football team, we just go. Sometimes we dirty the street more than cleaning it. You know, we just go and pass with the broom. We whisk dust all over. What kind of cleaning up do you do? There are drainages, in the district. There are garbage, collection sites that will require intensive cleaning. Do you do real cleaning up, or you're just into the charade of it?
So, like right now, we were able to procure a pickup.
Wow.
Yeah, we're able to procure a pickup. Friends of Team Singalo. We're able to procure a pickup. We'll get involved with the drainage, the main Somalia drive, the Chipani Freeway. Because we observe what time passed.
That road is dirty.
We observe what time passed that, some of our brothers that people refer to as Zoko, some who don't love calling them Zoko, they will go into the community, get the garbage from the community. Instead of taking it somewhere to a garbage collection site, the guys will just go and dump it into the drainage.
Okay.
Which especially on the main route.
The new road they built.
Yeah, the new road.
The Chipani Freeways.
Yeah. So what we intend to do this coming Saturday is to make sure that get the drainage cleaned up. And get some of the dust off the street, the issue of plastic bag and other waste, get it off the street. So with the help with the pickup, we will be able to carry large quantity of waste material. We are also making contact with the guys from the Jamaica Road Bridge there to assist us so that when we have some of the waste material, we get able to dispose them there. So I'll take them tomorrow to see how best we can finalize that discussion. So basically, it's about getting the community clean.
So you got a pickup that will be used to transfer the waste.
Yes, we
to the nearest waste collection site.
We got a pickup. Yeah,
70 person going to job will require a lot of cleaning tools, shovels, rakes, and whatever, cutlasses and whatever that will be needed. Who's sponsoring it? Although this is friends of Nixon Gallo, but that's huge investment. To clean up. According to you, your personal goal is to have the president re-elected, and the way you do that is to rally your friends, get involved with not only about this issue about level for Judge Ria, but you want to get involved in making some community impact, cleaning up and other things. But it is associated with a cost. Who's funding it?
Okay, so I'll just give it an instant. This gone March 15, when we got involved with the first major cleaning exercise. It was surprising to know that we got friends. I got friends who work in the bank.
Okay.
I got friends who are well stratified in society. And then I remember a friend of mine, I'm going to mention a few guys' name here. A friend of mine, President one, Mr. Barakoli.
Okay.
And when I asked him, the first thing I said, what we're going to do for the young people is we need to make the young people understand that we are not paying them for what we're going to get, what we are doing now.
Is he a private citizen or?
I'm a private. Yeah, he's a private. He's a teacher.
Okay.
A teacher. Imagine a teacher. The guy, when I told the guy, I said, yo, I think your fiancé need to provide food for us. After cleaning up, the young people got to go and find something to eat, and so that they all can go back home. When I provided some funding for food, and the guy told me, you're going to provide 25 kg bag of rice.
Wow.
And he did that. That surprised me, to be honest. He told me just provide the money for the soup, and I'm going to provide the rest. Another friend of mine, President one Abu Tarawale, who's a mechanic. That was surprising to know.
And not a government official.
Not a government official, a mechanic. He provided $150.
Wow.
We're able to buy brooms. We bought shovels. We're able to buy wheelbarrows. I'm working. I'm a deputy manager of American Honor Rectors Group International Insurance Company.
That is not even a government.
It's not a government job.
Okay.
It's a private job. I work with an insurance company. I'm a former employee of the EcoBank Liberia. So we have a lot of friends, and they all are chipping in. You understand? Right now, what we do, the young people, young people believe in us. So we encourage them that whenever you are coming to work, whatever that we have here, bring along with you something, some working material. So you find out in the morning when we get together at the Palava Hall, a lot of young people coming with the brooms.
Some of them bring their own personal material.
The shovel.
Okay.
Some of them come with cutlasses and a lot of working material. So it's just that way. We don't have millions of dollars, but what we are doing is young people need to understand that everything cannot be done by the national government. We all need to get involved. There's a community where we live. I was born in Chocolate City, grew up in Chocolate City, now moved to New Georgia Estate. Ghanaville is my terrain. So whatever I want to do, I think I need to start from Ghanaville. So what we are doing today is about giving back to our society.
Okay.
So since we are in electionary period, we have said it is important that we support the president. There's a president that we supported since 2005. 2005 we went to election, we lost. 2011 we went to election and lost. 2017 we became victorious.
And somebody is saying you started supporting since 2005. You are not in government, but you are using your private money, to sponsor an initiative that will have the president re-elected. I mean, what's motivating you?
In 2005, we were not spending money. But I can remember we took our t-shirts, printed our own t-shirts. It was just, something to do for the party. In 2011, similar situation was carried out. We printed our own t-shirts with the, but now we feel that we can afford at least something better to help the president.
Some of your friends say, look, we've been supporting this party and I get a job in the government. I am working with an insurance company, private, entity. Let people who in government, who got government job, be the ones to organize these institutions and fund them, because in the end, they're the ones who will benefit from the government jobs. That is what other people would say.
That is true.
What's different from you?
That is true, but for some of us, we believe that whether in government or outside of government, once you believe, if I, Nixon Gallo, believe that Khan is the right person for this, I must be able to rally support for Khan.
Okay.
I don't have to, it don't have to be like I'm receiving something from Khan. I jokingly said to a friend of mine that if I have the opportunity to receive a call from the president, I'm going to tell him, President, we are kindly allow me to do what I'm doing. After October 10, I can come to your call.
Okay.
I don't want to see the president right now.
Wow.
I don't want to see any official government right now. What we are doing it at our own expense. We are going to make sure that get the young people together every first Saturday. That's a commitment that we have made to ourselves and to our friends. That every first Saturday, we are going to get the young people together, make sure that we do something. Wow. That people will see and say, yes, the young guys, I think they meant well. I believe that President Weah can be the best president come the next 6 years. I believe that all of the promises that he made to his people, he's going to fulfill them. I believe that most of our road projects that he's carrying on, he's going to complete them. So what can I do as an individual to buttress the effort of the president?
Okay.
President Weah believe in bringing the young people together. So we're saying what we're going to do, come May right after the league come to an end, we're going to put out $100,000 for the young people.
Okay.
We're going to bring together 8 different communities in District 13, Chocolate City, Battery Factory, Tupo Valley, New Georgia Estate, New Georgia Nigerian Shop, and that of 2 Safi communities. Those 8 communities, we're going to bring them together to make sure that they can all come together in football matches.
Wow.
Kickball and football. And that $100,000 will be distributed between the winners of the kickball category and the football category. We are also on the quizzing tournament where we wrote other friends, and they accepted our request. They're going to come in to see how best we can invite few schools that will get involved. And there are a lot of things that we're going to get involved in. Every first Saturday, from now to October, until the election commission can declare campaign closed, we are going to get involved with the young people. We are going to make sure we provide the finances through the help of our friends, through our own resources that we have, to make sure that the young people do something for the president.
Beyond District 13, Alessa is going to come in, but beyond District 13, will you appreciate having other people, like the way you're saying it? There are people who have the same dream, or people who like what you're explaining. They want to get in touch with you. Is it open up? Are you willing to accept people to start to partner with you? Maybe they're not in District 13, but the way you announced that on first Saturday you're going to get your initiative, perhaps the mayor is from Douala and you want to be a part of it. Can that person join you?
Okay, so we are open. We are open to joining any group of people that support the president.
Okay.
Yes. Currently, I'm in discussion with a sister of mine
Mhm.
who happen to be Mr. Sampson.
Mhm.
Yeah, the assistant minister from Ministry of Labor. She's trying to contest in District 17.
Okay.
And then I spoke with her team. I said we will be there with her during the campaign process, and we'll have time to maybe one of those Saturdays to go to District 17 to see how best we can portray our own effort.
Mhm.
Yeah, in the district. So we are open to anyone who want to support the president.
Okay.
Yeah.
I patiently sat while twisting attorney, and you say a lot of things, and you have over 50 persons, I guess, a part of this whole initiative now. So one of the things people actually take into consideration is the reactions from people who are your supporters or people who are supposed to support your initiative. So what are the reactions you're getting from people? Are they fully in support of the initiative you're undertaking now, or what exactly is it?
You know, at first, when we started, most of the guys who are contesting the district saw it like we want to contest.
Okay.
So it was like, oh, all the guys, what they are doing is all politically driven. You know, they got interest in contesting the election. But after we made our position clear on OKFM and to some of the other guys in the community, now they understood that we have no political ambition. So they are all embracing us. Right now, as we speak, there are a lot of the guys who will tell us, you know, when you guys have initiated, just let us know so we can see how best we can chip in and, you know, all of this stuff. But the community, the people themselves, they are accepting us. When we went to the market at one time, imagine going to the market to go and clean up. It's a kind of, you know, mountain power.
Like it's way too huge. I can't imagine that.
Yeah. So the market women were so happy seeing young guys, you know, group of young guys going to clean up and, you know, honor their tables, making sure that they get, you know, a kind of healthy environment. So our people are accepting us. And even the guys who are contesting now, they understand that we are not, you know, having any interest in contesting any election. Our interest is to make sure that President Weah is re-elected October 10.
Okay, so the re-election of President George, where it doesn't just, you know, stay with a single district or just Montserrat County, you have several different counties across the country. So whenever we discuss the issue about the president re-election, I'm a firm supporter of decentralization.
Sure.
And that's one of the things that I think is very important. So do you have any plans of, you know, decentralizing this initiative? If yes, I mean, when exactly do we look forward to having this initiative in counties like Grand Basso, you know, Bomi, Grand Cape Mount, all of the different counties we have? When do we look forward to having that?
So what we can say in that light is to encourage other Liberians, people who believe in President Weah. We are encouraging them to follow suit. We don't have the capacity to say, "Oh, we're going to, you know, go across the country." Montserrat, yes, we can try our best within Montserrat. And, you know, to go outside Montserrat and go to other counties, that is not within our agenda for now. So we are calling on other Liberians who believe, government officials, private citizens, who believe that President Weah is the best alternative for our country to get involved in these initiatives. So once it is done collectively, we think that the president we are going to achieve exactly what we want. So for now, we are sure that we can only work within Montserrat. We cannot go across the boundaries of Montserrat.
Okay, we can only work in Montserrat and not across the boundaries. Now, how do people get to you when they want to make their contribution? For example, somebody is listening. They don't know your office. Do you have an office? How can you be reached? Those are information people will need.
Yes. So we don't have an office space. You know, it's just a movement that we try to organize. But basically, what we do, we have our page. We have our page. We try to boost our page so that more people can follow. And then we can be reached with our contacts. For now, yeah, we can be reached with our contact. We're going to post that up for people to see.
You want to read a particular number or one or two so that people can perhaps get the number, or you don't want to do that?
I don't really want to get involved into that.
Okay.
You know, really our number for people to send mobile money or that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I don't get involved into that. You know, I feel I believe that what I can do for President Weah, let me do what I can do for President Weah.
Okay. Wow.
That's what I want. Let me do what I can do for President Weah. I don't have interest in people having my number to still want to
So,
chip
so,
in. No.
somebody could be thinking that you're sowing political seed. Okay, so
Like you have future
in the
future
West says
stuff
yeah, and I
too.
get job in the government.
Yeah, hopefully
Maybe let me do
after,
the
you
one,
know.
then after maybe Papi will see me and say, "Oh, my son was doing something for me before. Let me make him deputy minister." So
Okay, so like let me be frank with you.
Mhm.
I'm a young man. To be honest with you, it's not about having a job in the government.
Okay.
Kind of, I work with an American insurance company.
Mhm.
The CEO of my insurance company, Dr. Iman Haj, is contesting the presidency in Lebanon as I speak to you. He won the popular vote in Lebanon. They're now going for the second round of election. That will be the decision to be made by the parliament. We are well connected.
Wow.
I don't need job from President. I don't need job in the government.
So you're doing it out of pure
I am
commitment.
doing it out of pure commitment to the president.
Okay.
Someone who I
Wow.
supported as a kid coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I remember in 2005, I turned, I live one time when you're talking to Les about our age. Because I remember.
Don't bring that story,
Yeah, I'm not going to bring that.
please.
I told you I follow your show every day. Yeah, live when the Lesa said she could not vote, in 2017. And I remember myself in 2005 when I was in Katuo, we wanted to register. I born March.
Mhm.
So the registration process started in April.
Mhm.
So a friend of mine, who everyone was born, same year in 1987, his birthday was something around May, June.
Mhm.
So when his mother saw us on the line, she said, "We're all equal, we're not going to register."
Oh.
I was like, "No, I born March. My birthday have passed. I just turned 18." So it's not because I saw that reach 18 me. So and I was able to register. So I'm saying to you,
Mhm.
I supported the person as a kid coming up from football, coming to the senatorial position. I served a pool watch for CDC 2 times.
Wow.
In 2011 and 2014. In 2011, I was assigned at the St. Michael Catholic School. In 2014, I was assigned at the Christiana Bidel Preparatory School.
Mhm.
So I have served the party.
Mhm.
I'm one person who always been there to support President we are. So now that I feel that I'm in better position, I need to rally the young people. It's about bringing the young people together. It's about having, more young people coming over because they see us as the arrowhead. Some of where we live, if you go to New Georgia Estate today, you go to Ghanaville in particular, you will understand that the name Gado is a household name. I have been, playing football in the estate when I first moved to the estate,
Mhm.
and then after leaving the field, getting involved with a lot of young people activities, sponsoring our community leagues, and chipping in, with our estate team, and getting involved with a lot of youth activities. So we believe that we need to get the young people together. How
Okay,
can we get them
so-
together? We should get them together on an umbrella. That's how you saw this movement was established.
Okay, I guess we have like just limited time to go to the phone lines, but I would like to know, whenever you have a young person, like I guess that's why Oliver kept asking as to whether you have some sort of a, or something you're keeping just after the president's re-election, that maybe you want to be some sort of a assistant minister or deputy minister.
Mhm.
Because whenever we have young people who are using their own resources at a point to support someone politically, there are times where that person may have had some sort of reservations that after this I will have something to benefit. So now I would like to know, because you also have people who will be fighting you from here there, what are some of the major challenges you're faced with, like with all of these different initiatives you're undertaking? What are the major challenges you're faced with?
Well, for now, I have not seen any major challenge, confronting our organization. The only thing I see on a daily basis is, the young people, whenever people see you getting involved into something,
Mhm.
it become burdensome on you in the community.
Mhm.
Sometimes you see a young man will come to you and tell you, "Oh, bro, the beginning won't start a deal."
Yeah.
Only because they saw you getting involved into something.
Right.
And sometimes you're going home, you have to stop and slow down, put the glass down, talk to the young people. You have to drop something. So it's just a normal thing. I don't see that as a challenge. It's a normal thing because that's what we've been involved with, around the young people.
Mhm.
But the issue of the job, like as I continue to raise, everyone want to serve their country. Let's make this clear.
Right.
Everyone want to serve their country.
But that's not the main focus.
Yeah. But what we are looking at now
Mhm.
is not about having job in government. No. We are thinking about creating jobs for young people. It's not just about going to work in government. I have never worked in government before. I don't know how government work is. So I'm not even going to risk my job to say I want to run to government. I have not had that experience. All my life I've been in the corporate world, working for EcoBank, coming to the American Director Group, So it's not about the job. No, it's never about the job.
Okay.
It's about the re-election of the president. That's just all.
Okay, it's about the re-election of the president, and his institution is just as clear as possible with a strict mandate. The re-election of the president is exactly what they're into. He is the head of the entity, Mr. T. Nathan Gallo Jr., a little over 70 of the young people, and they will be coming out on first Saturday to do cleaning up in the New Georgia area, the rest of District 13, including the new Japanese freeway. That place is overly, damaged to a greater extent by the dirt. Sure. I normally see MCC people go there sometimes to do cleaning up, but the community people themselves, including some of our disadvantaged youth, the Zogos, they'll go there, throw the dirt in the drainage. And so according to him, his institution will begin the process of doing regular cleaning up, to buttress government efforts to keep the community clean, safe, and healthy. So if you're there and you want to be a part of the conversation, you can call later on. But let's ask this last question. What do you say to supporters of the president, like you, who started in 2005, 2011, 2014, 2017, and till to this date, they've not been able to receive a job in government. They ain't got nothing to do, and so for that reason, some of them say, hey, I ain't going to support any CDC anymore. I ain't going to support any President we are anymore because I ain't got nothing. Yeah, you are no job, no government job, but with your meager resources in the private sector, you're making impact. What do you say to them before we go to the lines?
So, let me just say something. I remember in 1998, 1999, I went to Grange there, where my father was born.
Okay.
I saw the deplorable condition of the road. And I came back in 2000. Since then, I have never gone back to the Southeast. And then, but I hear a lot of stories concerning the road to the Southeast, how deplorable it is. So for the fact that this president can say, I will build a road from Ganta to the Southeast, it gave me hundreds of reasons why I should vote for him. I'm from Southeast. Our people are suffering. During the rainy season, the Southeast is cut off from the rest of the country.
That's correct.
And the president is making effort that our road is constructed so that our people can have easy access to the Southeast. So it don't have to be about you as a citizen or not having job in the government. It's about what is the general good for the country. Today, it's your electricity. I go home every day, just switch on my leg. And current is provided. That's what we should be looking at. It's not about me.
Okay.
It's not about you having job. It's not about Mr. X having job in government. Like you said the last time I listened to one of the shows, even the president was able to appoint 10-15% from Gunnersville. They could not build that Japanese freeway. With all of the salary they're going to make, they cannot build the Japanese freeway. Today, we are calling on the government to build, to recondition the road from our estate to the junction. Do you know how many government officials got living in the estate? But why is the road not fixed? It's not about having a job. It's about electing the president, putting him under pressure, telling him, Mr. President, this is what we will do for our community. It's about the general good. It's not just about you as an individual. So those citizens who are saying, some that listen to some of them disenchanted citizen, disenchanted, or member of the CDC, people have the right to feel disenchanted. But the thing about it is that why is it general good benefit?
Okay, and that is where you stand. We take a few calls now, then we go over to Mr. Gallo, his parting comments. If you're listening, it is time for you to call and pose, give us say what you have to say about us, about what he talked about here. I'm being distracted by Alexa. Well, let's take a few calls. 86500-104, 776-104. 104 are the numbers to join the conversation. This question, hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, this is for my Barnumfield Drivers Market resident.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd like to appreciate my brother, Junior Atupo in Yahoo. That young man is somebody who I believe in a lot, and from elementary school days up to now, if he follows a vision, I think he meant it, and he want to see it done to the letter. Like he's saying, we all joined CDC from 2005, but till now we are still in the private sector. It doesn't give me the reason to say I'm not going to vote CDC. No, I believe in George Weah. I believe in his vision for Liberia, and I think because of that, I should vote for party. So, Nathan Gallo, thank you. And that guy name is all my high school diploma. I graduated from a school that was funded by a father in Grenji there. So Nathan Gallo is a household name even in Grenji there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. We'll leave you with take this other person. Hello, go ahead.
Yeah, hello.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, well,
Go ahead.
My brother, I want to say thank you for your deliberation. So we come and had the expectation that on support leader to get power anyhow. No. For 2005, I bought my own share and I carried the printer on the TDC. But that time, I not read it, but I started to.
Oh my God. He slipped off the line. Let's take this other person. Go ahead.
Good evening.
Good evening, Chief.
Yeah, this is Agent G from Rototown, FE.
Okay, Rototown, FE. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to thank that young man at the studio there. Well, also from the southeast from Grange there.
Okay.
Tom Gallo, the former custom commissioner.
That's my uncle.
Oh, okay.
I'm Nixon Gallo's son.
Nixon Gallo.
Yeah, Nixon's son.
Oh, I know him too. I know the two brothers.
Okay.
I'm Agent G. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. Let's take this other person quickly. No time. Hello. Hello. Go ahead. How you doing, my brother? Let's hear you, Chief.
I'm okay. I'm James Blamakamara on a conversation from Ghana.
Go ahead, James.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. Let me appreciate the brother in studio. You know, we have to contribute individually in moving our country forward, whether it is the basis of a party or not. But we as citizens need to realize that we have to contribute our own quota. This country is backward. It's not because of individuals have chosen that this country should remain backward, but it is the majority who have not decided to ensure that we work together for a common goal in moving our country forward. So I would like to say kudos to them. I'll try calling on the issues of Jason Yuma Baka, because I was the chairman of the Lofa Treason against Baka presidency. I have some information, but another time I would like to contact you on your personal number to provide some.
You oh my God. Wow. Baby boy, what is the time? Is
You can
6
just,
o'clock?
You can just use the same number
Check
in
it.
WhatsApp.
The caller who called by 5:59, get that caller and let's get it. We need additional information from you, Omer. We sincerely need that. Let's take the last two callers and we go home. This person, hello, go ahead. 1 minute.
Yeah, my name is DDB McLean, a resident of Grand Judet. I'm in Monrovia.
Okay, McLean.
I want to say thank you.
Go ahead.
DDB McLean.
Go
I
ahead.
want to say thank you for the topic on the discussion. I want to say thank you for your studio guests. Every other thing that you have said is in place, is in line. I want to say, may God bless the stars of the unique radio station in that of the students. I just came from Grand Judet and I'll be leaving tomorrow to Grand Judet. My brother, everything that is our road project, it is true. The road coming from Fishtown, there was deep Fishtown, coming straight to Putu Penuke.
Yeah. And
the other group is in Jebo. It's in Jebo heading to Swaju. The group is taking the road from Second PA Nima County, and they are doing the roadside clearing and all. And the road is, I think when we elect this president, I think we'll be making some significant progress. I think the statement made by the president of the Republic of Nigeria are saying he will connect country capitals I think it's coming to fruition, to be real. So I want to say thank you, senior guest, for everything you said. May God bless you all.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We leave you right there. Let's take the last two. Go ahead. What's the name? Where you join us from quickly? No time.
I'm Ada calling for Chikizu Factory.
Chikizu Factory, go ahead.
Yes, I really want to thank the brother in the studio there. Brother Gado, I'm one of the graduates from NMC Gado from Zeju. You know, I'm so excited. I always told people, why am I vote for the president when they ask me when he's doing? I say, thank God, you're not going to ask to see here. I will not blame you because from JJ Rabata, you never started. Your belief in rest. When the people can't get your rest, you're holding. But remember tomorrow, if you're wasting water, don't waste it on your toe, waste it in front. So I'm too excited. And for me, when Batan president, we took over, it was my town, the first town I saw Kota Sabo Swekin. So I'm very, very much happy what the president is doing for us. I'm too happy because when the road is connected, the whole country there is free.
Thank you very much. The last person. Let's take this one. Hello, 1 minute.
Hello?
Go ahead. You're the last caller.
Yeah, I'm Solomon. We are calling from Chikizu Factory.
Go ahead, Solo. Let's hear you.
Yeah, you know, I'm really interested in the topic on discussion. I say hi to the studio girl.
Go ahead.
You know, same president we are took over as the giant for the nation. My first time to see Kota a fair ground, which is Grand Bassa County. He was the first president ever to see Kota at the fair ground, where all the government entity branch, everything is here. So you know the president will take us to another level. Imam believes the president will connect from county to county. So you're very interesting.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And so those were all of the calls we could take. Mr. Gallo, it is time for you to give your parting comments in a minute.
Okay, so we want to call on the young people of District 13, New Georgia Estate, the Bajo community, and all of the different communities to turn out this coming Saturday. April 1, a maxi cleanup exercise. We need to get our community clean, especially the Chipani Freeway. And let me say thank you to Khan, Oliver Khan, Alexa, the Freedom FM family for affording me the opportunity, and to my team, Mr. Mark Chie, Mr. Amara Zoe, and all of the guys from District 13. Let me say a very big thank you to every one of you for your support. We look forward to working with you in making sure that the person is really let it come out toward him. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. We're gonna go home. For those of you who are yet to listen to the recording we talk about, you come and listen to Omen Joe looking at the other cherry and saying they're celebrating against the other cherry. Then in the end, come by and say father for the whole country. A leader should not be segregative. That's why we're playing this. Listen to it, and we'll see you on tomorrow. Bye bye.
Thursday, all of the disabled were brought here. The church,